Hey, what is up guys? Welcome to my complete platinum, collectible and achievement walkthrough for Lies of P. We're going through everything here, so for whatever reason you've come along to this video, collectibles, achievements, trophies, whatever, I'll get you through everything. All the endings, all in sort of an optimal manner as well. Begin with, we are going to be killing these enemies. I've made this part quite small, so I just want to get the intro out of the way where we're going to kill the enemies, and then part 2 going forward. We're pretty much just going to be running past everybody and just focusing on specific enemies which drop something useful, or enemies which are good farm. So rather than just kill every single enemy we pass, it's going to waste too much time. And not the weak enemies, guys, you just don't get anything good drop from them. It's kind of like a waste of time. I mean, it's not a waste of time. You get an experience, but you're not really going to be gaining much levels because they don't drop much. And if you do die trying to learn the enemies, because this can be quite difficult if you try to learn every single enemy, especially with the perfect guiding, which I don't really do, by the way, so don't worry about perfect guiding. I'm not going to be doing it in this walkthrough unless we can use some sort of ability which makes it easier. So yeah, just pretty much running past most of the enemies after this part and farming at certain points throughout the game where it's like a nice optimal spot. I'll take you through the build, explain sort of some of the tricky mechanics along the way. But the game's quite good with tutorials. It'll sort of pause the game and give you like a sort of tutorial window pop up and explain things to you very briefly. But as we go along, guys, I will try to explain everything in a little bit more detail than what a game does. And then things which it just does not explain at all. Obviously, got me here to give you my opinion on all those and what they do and whatnot. Okay, so this is where you begin, in the back of the train. We've reached our destination and we're just going to sit up and walk forward. You will be able to run once you leave the train.
I've been looking all over for you.
So you head forward and you pick up this lamp. This lamp, it says it illuminates your area, but it doesn't really do anything. It's mainly just because it's got your companion inside, which will just give you some dialogue throughout the game. You don't need to equip this. It just wastes a slot on your belt, but you can unequip it. Like I say, it doesn't really do much, guys. It's just sort of their story because it's got your companion inside it. Okay, it's going to open that door, continue forward, and this way you can pick your 3 starting builds. You've got Bastards, Dexterity, and Strength. The middle one's like your balanced one. The one on the left is sort of your glass cannon, your fast build, and the one on the right is your Strength. More like, you know, your tankier sort of build with like a harder hitting weapon, but it's slower, of course. So that's what we're going to go with. The Strength build. The reason I go with this one is because when it comes to blocking attacks, you've only got your weapon, and how much you block depends on your weapon. You see on there on the right, bottom right, it says damage reduction while guarding. For this weapon it says 63%. That means you're going to block 63% of the damage incoming. And on that screen there, did you see guard regain? Guard regain is how much you recover. What will happen, you'll take a hit, your HP will get knocked down, but that damage you took, it turns yellow, and you can regain it if you attack an enemy without taking hit. And guard regain is how much you get per hit. There's a bit more to it, like it depends on how hard you hit and the strength of your weapon, and you know if it's heavy attack or charge attack. But yeah, most of the enemies in this first area, guys, you can just sprint up to them and kill them with a sprinting R2 attack and then a normal R2 attack, normally kill them in 2 hits. Yeah, so these are your pull cells, these are how you heal. And just before we came into it, guys, we picked up a saw-toothed wheel ×1. So we are going to be just picking up all the sort of random items as well along the way. And of course, definitely all the important stuff. So yeah, just do a sprint in, R2 attack, a heavy attack, and then normal heavy attack. That should kill him. Just after each, watch your stamina in this game. This game really punishes you if you run out of stamina, so be careful. Yeah, pick up that dim ergo fragment. I got 2 there, but 1 was a drop from the enemy, so just ignore that. Yeah, guarding. Like I say, when you guard, whatever your guard reduction rating is on your weapon, that's how much of the damage is going to get completely blocked. So with this, it's 63.57%, I think. So the rest of that's going to be taking as guard regain. So I'll come up and kill this guy first. Just 2 hits will kill him. Because them guns are a bit annoying. They can do quite a bit of damage on firearms, some enemies, but you can block them quite easy. And sprint down here, kill that guy, come around here, now block here, because because this guy normally attacks you really quick, tries to ambush you. So again, just R2 and R2, or heavy and heavy. Yeah, pick up thermite. Now when it comes to throwables are pretty much your cheese. Yeah, pretty much your cheese. And going forward, do not use any throwables unless I advise. We're gonna save all them up for certain bosses, guys, until we find the merchant, which lets you sort of buy an infinite supply. So yeah, when you do your first fatal blow, that's basically from staggering an enemy and pressing R2 in light attack R1 in a certain location. Sometimes behind them, sometimes in front, sometimes on the boss there'll be like a small circle, a sort of circular area you have to stand inside. Or you can backstab him, which also counts as fatal blow. So yeah, get that collectible. That's the notes, passenger's notes. You don't have to get all the files for trophies, but I'll probably be getting them all. Some of them you have to get because you might get a gesture from reading it, but it might lead to something else. But I take through it all. So kill these two. Once coming in, just be careful. Did you see that guy coming up the steps? Yeah, grab that dim ergo fragment. Kill this guy. Now this enemy coming up, guys, this is probably going to be first kind of major roadblock. When I first came into this blind, I had a lot of trouble with this guy. So these lock devices, these lock gates pretty much, or like a shortcut ladder, they are just that, shortcuts. There'll be a lot of these throughout the game, and I'll have you unlocking them all, even if I don't necessarily use them. So open that shortcut gate, grab the Fable Catalyst, and before you engage this guy, make sure you pair your weapon with a grinder. Just hold square by selecting it. Right, so with this guy, if you block his first few attacks, wait for a window, and then spam your Legion arm. So the way combat works in this game, you have no poise. So if you do an attack and the enemy hits you, it will interrupt you. So you need to wait for the enemy to finish attacking and then attack it when you get a window. Yeah, grab that sword tooth wheel, and then other items we've got from killing that enemy. We've got Ergo times 1582. We've got Krat Central Station main entrance key, and we also got the Workshop Union lightweight frame, which is a defense part, which you can put on if you want. I guess I forgot to do it. I'll probably put that on in part 2. But yeah, if you go into your equipment and defense parts, you can equip that now. Just equip just to increase your defense slightly. But yeah, that enemy, like I said, it might be your first major roadblock. It's not too bad. Actually, see what I do. Just block his first few attacks. Yeah, we're going to use 2 of them. I'm not going to use the third one because that was from an enemy drop. You might not have it. So use 2 dim ergo fragments. Interrupt the Stargazer. These are like your save points. Yeah, we get our trophy, guys. Stargazer's Guide. That's for repairing your first Stargazer. Yeah, so interrupt with this. You'll get a bit of dialogue and level up. You want to level up Vigor to level 8. Yeah, Vigor to level 8, guys. Alright, so now we're going to kill these enemies nearby. Grab the loot. Like I say, in this first video, we're going to be killing all the enemies, but going forward, we're probably going to be running past pretty much everybody. You see how long it takes, and they don't really drop too much, 47. And a bit later on, it takes like thousands to level up. And when you get such a small amount from enemies, yeah, it's just more optimal to run past them. So yeah, grab that dim ergo fragment. Yeah, just remember when it comes to blocking, do not attack if an enemy is attacking unless you sort of dodged behind them and their attack does not reach that far, for example. Most of the time you need to wait for them to finish attacking and then attack. Yeah, grab that Fable Catalyst. Yeah, that one I meant. One of them dropped from the enemies, but there is actually a drop there. Sorry, a normal willed drop, which is a Fable Catalyst. So kill these 3 enemies. With the puppets, the humanoid ones, just 2 heavy attacks, and the dogs will normally die in 2 light attacks. Yeah, pick up that item there. It's actually a Fable Catalyst, and I think the other one was a dim ergo fragment, or one of the 2. Yeah, I just picked up that collectible as well. Newspapers, Krat times issue 183. Kill that enemy, come around here, kill these 2. Try not to rest at Stargazer, because then we'll respawn all these. If you have to, you have to. But I won't really bother killing them all again. I'm just trying to take you through this first part. Yeah, grab that Vivid Ergo Fragment. Kill these 3. The thing is, this first part I level up to, we just leveled up to level Vigor 8. And then a bit later on I'll take up to Vigor 10. If I don't kill all these enemies, I'm going to have a little bit less Ergo. And I'm not going to be not going to be able to hit them level ups, which I do. So I guess just killing all these first time just allows us to all level up the same. If you want to level up a bit more, then farm them. But like I say, it takes a long time. You get such little ergo drops from a lot of these weaker enemies. Kill this guy, drop down here, and kill this puppet. Just always remember, watch your stamina bar. It'll get you into trouble if you let that get too low. Yeah, grab that dim ergo fragment. There'll be a dog round here. Forgot about it for a second. Yeah, on your equipment weight, by the way, you've got like different classifications. You've got light, you've got your normal one, which will be like no indication, it'll just be like default. Yeah, grab that vivid ergo fragment. And then you've got slightly heavy, and then heavy. I think it's very heavy last. That determines how quick your stamina regenerates, and it also affects your movement speed a little bit, and obviously you roll. But normally slightly heavy or below is normally okay. So when they do these fury attacks, you're supposed to perfect guard them, but with this weapon, if you use your Fable art to absolute defense, where you hold L1 and press triangle, you hold your sword for about 2 seconds, and if an enemy does a fury attack within that time, you automatically block it, just as I did there. And that's on the handle. And once he did do that, I just used my Legion arm a few times and then just finish him off. Yeah, grab that thermite. Like I say, with these throwables, guys, do not use any until I advise. There's one boss, I think it's the Archbishop. The thermites come in very, very handy, but there's nowhere to buy them before him. And if you use them all up, that means you got to sort of kill enemies, and farming in this takes a long time, especially early on. So yeah, very important, guys, save all your throwables. I can't emphasize how important that is, because if not, we're not going to be able to cheese most of these bosses. If you want to cheese these bosses, keep your throwables, guys, and try to listen to this advice I give you. So yeah, kill all these. Obviously make sure you keep your sword repaired. If your sword gets completely broken, I think you have to go to Eugenie back in Hotel Krat, or you have to rest at a Stargazer and do something to repair it there if you completely break it. Right, so down here we just grabbed the item back there. That's called the Benigni's Urgent Repair Tool. We got a dim ergo fragment a bit earlier as well. Yeah, come down here, kill these enemies, and grab that Fable Catalyst. I think I'm forgetting to mention just a few random items here and there. You'll see me collect them, but I mean I'm just not mentioning them in my commentary, just because I'm talking about something else at the time. But I'll make sure, I'll try to make sure I do remember to mention everything, guys. And if it's something mega important, I will definitely mention this, don't worry. Yeah, open that shortcut gate. That takes you back to that first Stargazer near there. Right, over here, grab this vivid ergo fragment. And just run over here for a second. That training dummy, by the way, is to basically train if you want. Not train, but test your damage and such. There's a collectible here, guys. Yep, this is a picture introducing the parade puppet. So yeah, once you've got all that, come over here to the Stargazer. Now you want to use 3 dim ergo fragments and 3 vivid ergo fragments. You will have them. We did collect them. You might have more if you've got more from enemies, enemy drops. But you should have picked all them up just as loot in the world. So trigger that and then talk to this wandering merchant. Right, from him we're going to buy 2 throwing cells. 2 of them, only buy 2. We're going to buy the puppet's saber, and we're also going to buy the wintry rapier. We don't need to buy that other weapon because we've already got it. So buy them. Yeah, then I'm going to level up Vigor to level 10 now, guys. Yeah, Vigor to level 10. And then throwing cells, that wandering merchant, he only sells them to you if you've got less than 3. He sells a unlimited supply, but he only sells if you have less than 3, and he'll only sell you until you have 3. So you can only buy 3 at a time in a way. Yeah, make sure you got throwing cells equipped in your belt, just like I just did. Now this boss, 1 throwing cell will inflict electrical blitz on him. It's like, gives him the electric debuff, which will make it so your attacks got more chance to stagger him. Your attacks will do more damage. And because he's so weak to it, just only 1 will inflict it. So we've got 2. We're going to lob 1. You'll see his you'll see the damage we do on his health bar turn blue. Look, see, it's just gone blue. Do not use the other throwing cell yet. So now what we're going to do, wait for your windows, block. If you see the red attack coming, I forgot there, but remember, hold L1 and press triangle. You want to save your favourite art slots to do that. I'm doing quite bad here, I'm not normally this bad. This is a very, very simple boss. Just remember, if a fury attack is coming, like then, that's it. Hold L1 and press triangle, and you should block it. Now to attack, yeah, just block his attacks. It will normally attack once or twice, and then just go for a sort of light attack. But if he does like a heavy slam on the floor, and it looks like he's going to take a moment to get back up, then you can do a charge attack by holding R2. You can also use your Legion arm if you want. You know, because that does quite a bit of stagger damage. And when this bar flashes white, you know, when he becomes staggerable, meaning you can stagger him, try to get a charge attack in. You can normally do a charge attack and then do the light attack afterwards. But to do a fatal attack, you have to press R1, guys, not R2. I actually knocked him out of it then because I was getting a bit cocky, thinking I could get 2 charge attacks in and then do the fatal attack. You won't. Just do 1 charge attack and then do a fatal attack. You get quartz from beating him, 1 quartz, and you'll get the parade leader's ergo, and you'll also get ergo times 1852. Once beat him, come down here, guys, and buy 3 throwing cells from the wandering merchant. Just buy 3 from him and then come back up here. Then we're going to head to Hotel Krat. Yeah, the boss ergos, you can actually use them for 5,000, but do not use any of them, guys. Very, very important. Do not use any boss ergos. Yeah, come through here, grab that Fable Catalyst. I'll let you know what to do with the boss ergos later. You basically can trade them for weapons or for amulets, but I'll explain all that more later when it becomes useful. Can't really do it at the moment anyway. Yeah, you're going to continue up here. Yeah, these critical choices, by the way, I will walk you through every one. There's a lot of info out there saying it's all about lying in this game to get one of the endings. It's not, it's more about becoming human. Sometimes you don't tell a lie, but it'll give you sort of more humanity towards one of the endings, even though you didn't actually lie. It's more what the NPC you're talking to, what they think. Sometimes you can tell the truth, but the NPC thinks you're lying. And but I'll walk you through all the critical choices, guys. Yeah, grab that dim ergo fragment, come over here and grab that hidden moonstone. They're for upgrading. They're basically like the basic upgrades on your weapons. And then come to Hotel Krat. So this is your first critical choice. You want to pick human. Very important. This is unmissable. If you pick puppet, you can't progress. So you'll just have to keep interacting with the gate. And eventually you'll have to pick human. Got a trophy there. And did you see that message that came up saying your springs are reacting? Their messages indicate when you've done something which is restoring your humanity. Basically, that's what you need to get towards one of the endings. And what I've done before all of these critical choices, by the way, I've made a backup and I've chose each option just to see what each gives you. So I can actually, you know, give you some good advice on what happened if you pick this, what will happen if you pick that. So yeah, don't worry, guys. You'll get everything here, all trophies without any trouble. And you won't have to follow any of the guides, as long as you follow me quite closely. So this is the intro coming up, the intro cutscene. I'm just going to skip through this. It takes about 10 minutes. So we'll be in Hotel Krat now. Hotel Krat is like your sort of base of operations, like your hub area. This way you'll come to sort of level up, buy things, talk to various NPCs, upgrade your weapons. It's a training area, upgrade your abilities. Yeah, you do all that here, guys. So you're going to talk to Sophia. Sophia is who we talk with to level up. And to begin with, guys, we're going to level up Vitality to 12. You'll see when you level this, you'll see your HP go up, your defense, and your guard regain. So yeah, increasing your Vitality as well as increasing your health and your defense, it also increases how much health you get back when you attack enemies a little bit. You'll get that Moonface Pocket Watch. That basically lets you walk back to your save points. Yeah, pick up this collectible, Venigni's Krat Landmark Guide 1. Yeah, Pocket Watch, like I say, you use that to walk back to save points without costing anything, and it's unlimited. So come and talk to Antonio. She'll give you the Someone's Memory outfit and the Gesture Show Off Clothes. You need all gestures for a trophy, guys. So you want to equip that outfit now, which she gave you, Someone's Memory, and then come over to your gestures and use that Gesture Show Off Clothes. you'll get a vivid ergo fragment and just a bit of dialogue from her. I do that basically just for that fragment. Oh yeah, and I have got a text guide for this. You can check it out, linked in description. So everything we're doing here, there's a checklist there, everything we're doing, and kind of like strategies for the boss fights and when we're leveling up and such. So come talk with Eugenie. She's going to give you another Legion arm. There's a trophy for getting all of these, by the way. Yeah, she's going to give you this one, the Puppet Spring. It's not great to begin with, but it does come in very useful later when it's fully upgraded. That'll be much later on. So yeah, she's where you upgrade your weapons, but we're not going to upgrade anything yet. Save all your upgraded materials until later. So if you come outside here, it's 2 training dummies where you can practice a little bit. But if you go outside there, it does actually refill your Fable slots. Do you see when I went in, I only had 2 bars full, but now all 3 are full up. So yeah, whenever you're here and you've got no Fable slots full, just head into training area, guys, refill your slots before you do anything else. Right, you come out here, this takes you into the next area. Basically, it's kind of like area 2 or chapter 2, however you want to look at it. Yep, and this will be it in a second, guys. Just going to get to this nearest safe point. Yeah, so this will pretty much be it, guys, going forwards. Similar to, I mean, we are going to be running past all the enemies now, just picking up all the items. But yeah, this will be the next area in the next video. There'll be a boss at the end of this. The boss on this one's quite simple. The bosses get really, it's later on when the bosses get really, really difficult. But yeah, just rest here, guys. Trigger that save point. Ready to carry on with my next part tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, if you've got any blue diamonds near any options, you can just highlight them to remove that. Just means you haven't looked at it before. Yep, and Gemini. Yep, so I'll leave it there for that one, guys. Like I say, part 1 out of the way. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on part 2.